Have you ever heard the myth of the Egyptian god Osiris? If you haven't, you are not alone. Long ago, in the golden age of ancient Egypt, the lands flourished under the wise and just rule of the god king Osiris. Osiris was known for his benevolence and teachings that brought prosperity to the people. This made him beloved by his subjects throughout the kingdom. However, jealousy and darkness lurked just around the corner, closer than Osiris may have ever expected. Consumed by envy and ambition, Seth hatched a treacherous plan to usurp his brother's throne. One fateful night, Seth slipped carefully into the bedroom of Osiris while he slept. While inside, Seth measured his brother from head to toe and side to side. Seth took these measurements to a local carpenter the very next morning and had him make a beautifully decorated box to fit them. This was phase 1 of his sinister scheme. Phase 2 took place that evening. Seth threw a royal bash and made sure, of course, to invite his brother. The night was full of games and revelry. There was one last game before the celebration ended. Seth brought out the ornate and beautifully decorated box he had the carpenter make earlier that morning. The rule of the game was, the first person to fit perfectly in this ornate box won it as a prize. The guests of this party all tried their luck one by one, seeing if they were the lucky new owner of this grand prize. One by one, they all failed, as none of them were a perfect fit. Osiris, reluctant to try, was finally convinced to try as the last contestant by members of the party and his brother Seth. As he got into the chest, Osiris found he fit perfectly. This was no surprise to Seth, of course. The moment his brother was fully in the box, Seth slammed the lid shut and sealed it. He took this box and threw it into the Nile, hoping this would be the last he ever saw of Osiris. As the river carried the coffin away, the news of Osiris's disappearance spread like wildfire. Isis, the devoted sister and wife of Osiris, caught wind of these rumors and mourned deeply for her lost love. Determined to find him, she embarked on a quest that took several days. After much searching, when all hope seemed lost, she discovered the box on a riverbank of the Nile. Isis removed the dead body of her husband and hid it in some tall grass near the river's edge. She needed time to gather what was necessary for the rituals that would grant Osiris's passage to the afterlife. She did not want Seth to find his body during this time. Seth wanted proof his brother had been washed away so he could be the new ruler of Egypt. This took him on a search of the riverbanks to make sure the box hadn't washed ashore. Seth did not find the box that entrapped his brother. While searching, he found something even more angering to him: his brother's dead body concealed by the tall grass. Enraged at this finding, Seth cut his brother's body into 14 pieces. He then scattered the pieces of Osiris across Egypt to ensure they would never be found again. Isis, accompanied by her sister, Nephthys, came back to the hiding spot only to find the body of Osiris missing. Isis then set out to search Egypt for her husband's body. Some say she transformed into a large bird to do this. After searching day and night for what seemed like forever, Isis was finally able to find all 14 of the pieces Seth had dismembered Osiris into. With the body whole once more and the help of Anubis, Tot, and her sister, Isis was able to resurrect Osiris for a brief moment in time. During the short time Osiris was back in the world of the living, he told his wife that she would give birth to a son, Horus. He also told her that this son would defeat Seth and restore peace and prosperity to the Egyptian people. Osiris eventually departed to rule the afterlife as the just and compassionate judge of souls. Meanwhile, back in Egypt, Seth had usurped the throne and plunged the land into chaos. Horus was hidden away and grew into a strong and noble young god. The son of Osiris, trained and studied until he came of age. Determined to avenge his father, and restore balance to the kingdom, Horus confronted Seth in a series of epic battles that shook the heavens and the earth. This cosmic struggle between Horus and Seth symbolized the eternal conflict between order and chaos. Watching from the celestial realms, the gods observed the unfolding drama with bated breath, hoping for a favorable outcome from these battles. Eventually, Horus emerged victorious, reclaiming the throne of Egypt and securing justice for his father, Osiris. Osiris, though absent from the mortal realm, continued to play a vital role in the lives of the deceased. In the afterlife, he presided over the Hall of Ma'at, where the hearts of the departed were weighed against the feather of truth. Those found worthy were granted passage to the blissful eternity of the Field of Reeds, the Egyptian afterlife. The myth of Osiris became a guiding light for the people of Egypt, offering solace in times of grief and hope in the face of adversity. The story of Osiris and the eternal cycle of life, death, and resurrection left a permanent mark on the cultural and spiritual landscape of ancient Egypt, weaving itself into the fabric of their beliefs and the rituals for generations to come. This story of jealousy and envy coming between brothers is as old as they come. Thank you for your company as we seek why together. If you've learned anything new in this video or liked what you saw, please like and subscribe.